apparel manufacturing industries, the way the business is conducted and the way everything is managed. So yeah, Sailesh Khawani, I'm the founder and CEO of Frappeverse. So I done my graduation from IT Kharagpur, later enterprise, and I have my post-graduate diploma in business from Enterprises, and I am also a certified professor. About Soft. So we are based out of Surat. We also have presence in Mumbai, and we have a team size of around 50 odd people, and our domain. So in these 37 years, we've done a lot many domains. Like our focus domains in ERPNext are basically solar panel manufacturing, apparels, and the entire textile domains. In our base being Surat, so textile is one of the strongest industry or the largest industry in that. So we've been doing it since ages, and that's where we are. Textile is a very complex thing. That's why we take pride that we manage to do that in a very good way. So that's for apparel. And in textile, all the yarn, fabric, weaving, dyeing, everything. So, as I said, our technological journey started way back in 1987. We've gone through all kinds of technologies. So you started with DOS paper, and then went on to all Visual Basic, .NET, everything, and finally settled with ERPNext. So that is our focus. So before around about 2008, other than custom apps, so we started with the core ERP, international ERP. So we worked on Microsoft Dynamics, Navision, then we done on SAP B1. So SAP B1 again, we still active on that. Dynamic we not doing, but right now, since 2020, we are focusing on ERPNext. So our introduction into the frappe world, it started because of many two factors that SAP B1 was being kind of was providing kind of a handicap for medium and wants to outsource who had outsourced the system. Right? So what the limitation was that SAP B1 only supported or rather the core modules, that is sales, accounts, purchase, production, and all that. The other modules like CRM and HRMS and the customer portal and all that was controlled. Everyone had to use basically third-party application, and that was a big limitation. So ERP, the by definition itself, should be that all your applications should be focused on should be based on a single platform. So you have all cross data. So in fact, we started with one of our clients requesting us to give us a demo, and then he introduced us to kind of go and for ERPNext. So that was something which was great for us. And for us, we were already invested in my team, everyone was on SAP B1 and all that. So I wanted to take things very cautiously. So I met the partner actually. I got convinced that yes, we are the right hand. So only after that, took the kind of that it was an honor for me that right in the first year after becoming the partner. So I was invited to a talk, and then I talked about the comparison of SAP B1 and because of that ERP. So and in the next year, I was also a panelist in Frappeverse, and I shared the stage with top parts of ERP and that world. So so our Frappe journey has been really tremendous. So in the span of within a span of there. So I'm okay, there was some gym which is not working here. So otherwise, there was an announcement that we have managed to go live with 18 full-blown ERP projects in on the 31st March 2024. Now that is a real achievement, even for hundreds of channels. I mean, it's not that I always do the same thing with everything. It was impossible in SAP people. We couldn't do anything more than 5 to 6 projects in one financial year. So that was a big achievement where I give full credit to the smoothness and the strength of the ERPNext. That is how we could achieve that remarkable, so it gave us a push. Okay, yeah, so we did the right technology. So that's something I want to really thank the so these are a few words for facing that we went live. So yeah, so these are all the went live on this. And yeah, now I'm talking about as in the presentation, that is, I talked about the solar and manufacturing industry. So, in the case study of the company, I'm not revealing the reasons. So, it's a public company established in 2015 and solar panels. Earlier, they were in SAP business one. Okay? They were not my clients, but they were given my reference, given our reference through one of my clients, okay, who had switched over to me. So it was a completely new client, and they were on 80 users, 80 SAP users. They were having a lot of issues with SAP one. So we, transformed them, and again, of course, that was our second implementation over. So we broke our record again, that we completed the entire implementation mid-year. So on October 1st, 2023, they went live within the record span of 3 months. So a listed company going live, of course we did a lot of conversion because we are already experts in SAP one. So we could very easily convert that existing data, migrated the data from SAP one into this, and they went live on the 1st of October 2023. So that gave us also a good live certificate. And standard features which everyone knows about. It is a single, as I said, earlier they were working in all the silos, they were having multiple applications for different aspects of this. So that was it. Then the vendor portal, again, because they have a very, they have to have a very supply chain management. That is for them it is mandatory to track the entire, the entire raw material, the batches of the raw material, right from the RM stage to the finishing stage. That is mandatory because they provide a warranty of 25 years on each of the panels. So that is something which they could do it in a very beautiful way. And of course, for the advantage that now they could, because of the having all dashboard on their iPad and things, so this was just something which was a real big challenge for us also. And we had to, our goal was to have to capture the right production data. Now the challenge in this industry is they are having multiple lines. Okay, multiple lines meaning let's say there are 5 to 6 lines where the production there are automated robotics and everything, and using that the entire production from all those 5 lines or 6 lines finally converges to one stage at that and the final stage, which is called, we call it as a testing stage. Okay, sun testing they call it, and in that stage the gap between one panel, one module to the other module is less than around 8 to 10 seconds. So within that 8 seconds, the production had to be logged, or the stocks had to be updated, batch wise and everything. That was a very big challenge. Right? So earlier in the P1 they couldn't do that, and in this they have to do that. And I just tried to start snapshots of them doing their typing, and that's all. So with that now they are even displaying their live function and dashboard on screen. You see that the QC, module that are using hours or whatever that. So that is something which they are really benefited, and we feel that they can do that. Then the other thing is we introduced some kind of AI-based purchase invoice purchasing. So this is technologically it's nothing, but it helped them to the sense we introduce that AI scan. You can see that. So what they do is they take a pic of the scan of them, and using that basically they upload that scan, and that information is extracted from them. As on date, everyone knows that it's quite simple, it's nothing great, but if we map it to the original voice and the entire thing is operated. Yes, it does have some, because I think that over a period of time, maybe they will overcome that machine learning more, right? But 80-90% of it is quite accurate, and so this is the that you can see, this gets translated into this. So that is something again they really appreciated. The other module that was quite critical for them, being a large organization, they had multiple entry points and all that. And one thing that organization was always, whether the food received, how to track that, whether the goods have been physically received or not. So we just need material management. In this basically, they have provided, because of the simplicity, okay, they have provided the simple percent, okay. You are coded order, purchase order, okay. Now the simply that he doesn't have to do anything. He just scans that purchase order, QR scan, the document gets opened, and then he takes a snapshot of the goods that have been received. And this we need it from this point right up to goods received, then right up to the purchase invoice, and then at the time of payment. So anywhere, if there is a gap, the payment will not get made. So that is something that they were very insistent that they need, and they will using it very well. Now, second module, second case study, that's the garment manufacturing. This garment manufacturing company was established in 1985. They are into manufacturing of uniforms for the marine shipping and marine industry. And they not only manufacture, they are also provide a small kit for the crew, the staff of the so PPE, shoes and whatnot. So they are present in multiple locations. Earlier they were using a localized software. How ERPNext, the standard features of ERP, which again, all that was wonders. So, the branch data policy, that was very critical for us. So, one branch should not know what the other branches, the kind of order, or some intercompetition. Then the customer portal was very important, because they have their customers all over the world, and the strong customers, or the regular customers, they have given them access to the portal, upload their orders and all that. As well as consolidated, nothing great, but for them it was quite good. Our app, now this is something which is very useful. So as I mentioned, that they are big time into exports. Exports, as in all exports, the deliveries are quite strict. That is, you have to maintain the timeline, right? So already we developed this time and action module. Now in this but simple, as you can see here, is a template. So for every let's say order, okay, they have a template. They may want to make uniform, whatever it is, and that template they map it across the order, okay, the sales order that they have received, and in that sales order, the entire tasks. So these are the tasks I can show you. So these are the tasks. So all the different tasks, that is what, like tasks like maybe releasing the purchase order, receiving the goods against that order, etc. And then maybe handing over to the production, and the production doing the cutting and whatever, all the different activities, okay, tasks and activities. That the start time and the end time is already defined. That they want this to start from this and from this. Now, we know that all these tasks are actually performed in the system. Right? So we map those tasks, very simple, against the bit. So the action bit, reflects that. So the green color means that every available task is on time, and the end time, if it is on time, so it stays green. So if it is something where the order or the task is delayed by 2 days, 3 days or something, and the red is which is delayed in a big day. And there it shows the status. So status green means task is done, completed on task, on time, or it means okay, it's not yet completed, that's done, whatever. The red means it's not started. So that's how the thing. Where you look at a single one. Here we introduce the list of activities or list of transactions against each task. Right? So it's a purchase order. So we may build multiple purchase orders. Right? All that is so in one screen they get the entire view of this particular order as to where exactly it stands. So that is something which we actually good for them. Where intersect transaction transfer. So we have a transaction transfer in the company, but it happened within that. So due to certain reasons, they have a separate site. That is frappe site. And we developed a system where a sale of one will automatically become the purchase of the other. Now that was very useful because otherwise everything was being duplicated. So there is, as you can see inside here. So sale invoice, it gets you get the information and this gets into the other side. There, one simple report. Now this again we made a branch of